Welcome back to another review of Roomies Talking Movies. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Welcome back to our Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Episode 6, the title of the episode review. Or should we really say, Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Heyo.
Dude, way to spoil it immediately.
That's what the entire series was about.
Not till this episode, dingus. They showed it at the end, which means you weren't supposed to think it till the end.
But I did like that change. Anyways, we're gonna jump right into it. Full on spoiler talks. If you haven't watched it, it's slightly less than the last week's episode. So you have an hour for this. We've been over this. Make the time.
Make the time.
Be better.
Try harder.
Stop focusing on important things. Watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's the most important thing going on right now. In the world?
In a world.
In a world where Captain America can also fly. I thought they were going to play the teasing game with us, and we get like 5 minutes into the episode before he show up.
Yeah.
Out the gate.
That suit.
Sam kicks open a window, and we see the freaking Captain America suit. This might be the best suit in the MCU.
It's pretty.
This might be the
it's
best
really
suit in the
nuts.
MCU.
I knew it was going to be good, but I was just waiting for what it was. I thought it was going to be like not America colors because of the box that the Wakandans brought it in. But
It was
they
color-proof.
subverted my expectations.
Boy, howdy. That's what they were going for. They're like, we got to get this Camden guy. We got to get him on his
There's this
toes.
guy named Camden. I swear to God, I hate him so much.
I hate this guy watching our show right now
And I
so
know
much.
exactly what he'll fall for, too.
You know what? Change the colors of the costume. We're going red, white, and blue. There's no way he's going to be ready for it.
So, no super soldier serum for our main man.
No.
Still a little disappointed. I get it. I get the whole message, but wouldn't it be so much cooler if he was just epically
I
strong?
was hoping the whole episode there was going to be a twist at the end where like the power broker had like one more vial of serum and she gave it to.
Speaking of, Power Broker.
Wow,
sheesh.
what a twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
Nope.
Not only was she... okay. The power broker is Sharon Carter, by the way.
Yes.
And she's evil.
Okay, if we saw at least one other person in Madripoor when we were there, maybe we go, maybe they're the power. We only saw Sharon
Yeah, so
there.
obviously
So we go,
it was her.
unless they're going to show someone and it's like David Tennant or someone where, like, if it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
That's the
He's
power
like-
broker.
they call me the power broker because I break power cords on my giant biceps. Then I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, I get that.
I get why he's the Power Broker. Yeah,
But no,
that
they
makes
went
sense.
Sharon Carter, which I'm excited for.
Yeah,
She's
what's her
evil,
arc gonna be?
right?
She's like a villain now.
Yeah.
She's like full on. She's like, you know what? F the system, man. Although, in the mid-credit scene that we got, she's completely pardoned. They're like, hey, that's our
Yeah,
fault.
but then she was like, I'm gonna use all the weapons and stuffs.
Which I think they did a really good job. They're doing a really good job in these first... I think we're going to see it in Loki also in these first 3 series, setting up 3 different areas of issues. Scarlet Witch set up multiverse issues. We're going to have
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, all that problem. Falcon and the Winter Soldier set up Earth issues. This is going to be like the Captain America's, maybe Spider-Man, other like lower level superheroes who don't fight in
Who
the
don't have
stars.
powers. Or super
Pretty
soldier
much.
serum.
Yeah, I'm assuming Loki will somehow tie into like a cosmic threat or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we'll
I
have
feel
like
like
the
his
dominoes.
will be more of like a time travel threat.
Yeah,
If
something
makes
like
sense.
that. But they're doing a good job setting up like because now we know this could go a multitude of different ways. We have a bunch of series and movies coming out in the next 2 years, like Armor Wars. I'm assuming Sharon Carter is going to be connected to this somehow
Maybe.
because
I don't know.
that whole series is about like people getting Iron Man suits. So
Mm-hmm.
that seems like that's totally
And Dan, I
an
hate to
option.
break the news. Iron Man's dead.
What?
What?
But he said I am Iron Man and then snapped like he always
There's
does.
no way he could die after that.
Nah, they had the funeral. Like, where would
What do
he
you
go?
mean half of his face was melted?
But he's not dead though. He's not. No, he's not.
What do you
dead.
mean he was going, kill me after he snapped? What are you talking about? He's totally fine.
You're right.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Like, why did they tell him he could rest? He couldn't. He's still Iron Man. Get on it, buddy.
It's like 4:30. Do not take a nap right now. You're going to throw off your sleep
You
schedule,
are
Tony.
so lazy, man. Get up.
My God. You're acting like you did something, Tony Stark. Get over yourself.
John Walker.
John Walker
Redemption.
Had a little bit of redemption, Yeah.
John Walker Redemption
I
wasn't
really
expecting that.
I hated him the entire show, and then this episode I was like, all right, he's cool.
Well, I like because we have like our version of Marvel's Peacemaker because he was quoting Lincoln and he's just full on liberty, and you could tell
He had that pivot moment in his in his direction. He could have let the car go. It was a car, right?
It was like a armored vehicle.
And stop someone, or he could pull it back up, and he chose the right thing. And they officially name dropped, by the way.
Oh,
U.S. agent. There he is.
Couldn't have been more
What
obvious.
are you, some kind of U.S. agent?
Exactly. It was practically just that.
Man, this show, we're really in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier right now.
Or should we say, Captain? Don't push it. Don't push it.
Don't push
Sam.
it, man.
Sam, I will kill you.
One thing I didn't like about this episode was how Bucky just told the dude he killed his son and then left. I
think there were some things there we didn't see, but it was mainly kind of like, I need you to get out right now. I can't.
I guess I kind of just wanted to see something where like there was some sort of like forgiveness or like a little more.
I also wanted that, but the whole point of like I think it was the previous episode where Sam was like, "You're not there to make you feel better. You're there to make them feel better." So like he didn't need forgiveness. He just needed to tell him so he could have closure on the topic.
And I think that's why we saw that scene afterwards where he looks into the bar where he always hangs out with him, and he sees that he's still there. He's in his system. He's laughing and doing stuff. Like, so he gave him closure. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that he gets to be friends with him afterwards. Like he totally killed his son, and he has to live with that.
Yeah.
Which is also a really cool scene. I like that they threw in the scene where Bucky's on the phone with Carly and he's like, "Hey, last chance, you could join us and blow up another building." And then Bucky's like, "But why? Like, why would I want to do that? Out of everyone you could have talked to, I'm like the worst person you would want me to join. I hate being bad." And I thought it was a nice growth for him instead of just being like another weapon.
Yeah.
He's like, "I failed twice and I'm still trying."
And then we found out she was just keeping him occupied.
Yeah.
Carly was an asshole in this episode.
Yeah, she went full on bad guy.
Like, it wasn't until she was literally giving her dying breath that she was like, "Oh, wait. They were trying to help me."
That whole scene with Sam and then like the whole news thing where he was like broadcasting a speech pretty much to everyone. That was great. That was fantastic.
That's right up there with that Captain
convinced
America
me.
speech where he's like, "Freedom has always been high price, but it's a price I'm willing to
Yeah.
pay." That's right there. That's a Captain America speech right there. That's a gosh dang Captain America. Jackson, that was a gosh dang Captain America, wasn't it?
That was definitely a gosh dang Captain America. You know what scene gave me chills this episode? What scene was just so good? Two actually.
2 whole scenes?
2 whole scenes. First scene was when he's like coordinating the like helicopter with the lady, like when he just throws the shield, breaks the window, knocks the guy out, and then the lady like really immediately cool. I thought that was sick.
That was such a, and he like threw his whole body into the shield when he did it.
Yeah.
Like I think we're gonna see more like interesting ways of someone using the shield because he doesn't have super strength of like chucking it at a car.
But
so maybe he's gonna use the jetpack and do it.
He still throws it pretty fast and
he did do that workout. He did like 8 push-ups in that montage.
And a lot of
he's good with it. Yeah.
Yeah. He did handsprings, all that stuff.
And we saw it. He did a little like backflip in the fight with Carly.
What was your,
it all
totally
paid off.
Unnecessary, but you know.
What was your
second
second scene, Jackson, that gave you chills?
It actually, I wouldn't say like chills, but it was like kind of
a good
the
scene.
heartwarming scene with Isaiah. You know,
yeah,
like
I was gonna
Falcon
bring that
shows
up too. The museum,
the memorial.
Oh,
great job!
That was really good.
It was a good job. I think like he hasn't done like enough yet for us to say. Sam's like the only candidate for Captain America.
He fits the role. Yeah.
Like when you look at all he's done, and it's not like an inconsistent. Oh, he's just better now. Like when you look back at his roles in like Winter Soldier, Infinity War, and all that, he's always been like, "I'm gonna do what's right, and I know what's right." And he's always with Captain America because Captain America is always right, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's interesting now because there's not that dynamic. It's just him. But it's interesting to see like what they're gonna do with Bucky at this point. You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna be called the Winter Soldier, but it's like a different thing now because he owns it? Like he is the Winter Soldier. You think they're gonna pull like an opposite of what they did with Wanda, where they just call him Bucky now because he already had a superhero name?
I mean,
like
they did call him Sergeant Barnes. Maybe he's just gonna go by Sergeant Barnes now.
Maybe he's just gonna be robot soldier.
Well, at the end, when they like showed that like final title, they still called him the Winter Soldier.
So I think that's what his name's going to be in like the advertisements and stuff. But I think it will rarely be brought up in movies. They won't be like,
because he doesn't exactly like the fact that he was the.
Remember how
soldier.
you were a killer for 80 years? Winter Soldier, get over here. Help us fight these aliens.
Yeah. But all in all, I think it was a very, very good conclusion to this very short series. You know,
I like this better. I think like this
WandaVision?
style.
Shorter
length of episodes for longer periods of time.
Yeah, opposite.
Yes,
Longer
periods of episodes for shorter periods of time. I like you could tell a lot, and there's just the 6 episodes with
but it's
almost
pretty much
an
like
hour
6
each.
hours of content. Like
and it was like
that's a
it
lot.
was like
like 2 movies, but like I thought that they got a lot across, so it worked in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, like when they first announced WandaVision, I was like not too excited for it, and then I saw it and I was like, yeah, that was good. Same with this show, wasn't that good, and then I like it now. So
yeah,
this
is the favorite thing I like about doing these reviews is because you always come in hot. You're like, I hate this. This is stupid. It's starting off too slow.
They always
and then at the end,
terrible.
you're always like, oh,
if I went
baby.
back and watched that first episode right now, I probably wouldn't like it still.
We should probably like label this a thing, like call it Marvel syndrome or something, because you know that to develop a good story, you're probably gonna have to start off slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll call it Marvel syndrome, Jackson,
Marvel
just for
syndrome.
you.
All right, let's go.
Well, you have Marvel syndrome, Camden. I'm so sorry to tell you
Camden,
that.
you're slow.
Oh no, Danan, you probably eat at Wendy's, don't you?
Yeah.
This guy
doesn't even know what's about to happen. It's pretty
Where
good.
Where you going with that? You should try the double stack 4 for 4. Best item.
Wendy's nuts drag on your face.
Oh man, you got me.
I got you so good.
Go work, bud.
Now something that is you just gotta do it in the YouTubes. It's time to compare it with the thing that just came out. So how does this compare to WandaVision? I know there are 2 different stories, but like they're in the MCU. They're both the first 2 Disney Plus shows. Did you like one more? Did you like one less? What worked better than the other? Which one didn't?
I have a good comparison.
Go ahead, Jackson.
Final episode and the satisfaction you got from it. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, much more satisfying ending.
Absolutely.
I really like the ending. Yeah. WandaVision kind of left you a bit empty, but
I think that I was super excited to watch every new episode that came out for WandaVision. I think it's just the different genres they were. WandaVision was very much like a mystery, like you had to try and piece it together on your own. And then it was like, because you kept doing that, it was an unsatisfying end. But then Falcon and Winter Soldier, like I'd be like, oh, it's Friday, time to watch the episode. But like with WandaVision, I stayed up till midnight every Friday to watch it, you know? And I just think that like this show didn't have the anticipation that WandaVision had, but I think overall it had like a more coherent story that was similar to what the movies have been. You know, WandaVision was really different.
Would you say that lack of anticipation worked in its favor because you didn't have people constantly trying to predict what was going to happen next, only to be disappointed?
I like predictions. Even if we're all wrong and it doesn't turn out well, it still like I think makes it more viewed and well loved and more memorable. I think like having that time to like predict and see what's going to happen next, you know? Yeah,
I can get that.
So
but
different shows, different feelings from each show, but I think they were both good in their own right.
And I enjoyed the fact that there was a clear villain in WandaVision, and in this one, the further the story went along, the grayer it got.
Yeah.
And then like at the end, you're like, oh wait, we know who the real bad guy is in Falcon and the Winter Soldier now. It's the governments.
They're
all
bad people.
Actually, I mean, was anyone really like that bad? And like
the GRC is pretty bad.
Well, yeah, from that specific like organization where they're like, "This is good," and they're like, "Hey, come over here with guns." It's kind of like bad.
But like everyone we thought was bad ended up not being terrible. John Walker.
They all just had
blow up 12 people.
She did. She killed some people, but you know what? So have a lot of other superheroes. So, and
like
superheroes.
Iron Man.
He
nuked an entire alien army.
Yeah.
He went, whoop.
He doesn't know if they have feelings or like
families or like or goals or aspirations. They're just dead now. Thanks, Tony.
I don't know. It's whatever.
But you know what? I'm glad Tony Stark's dead.
Yeah, he committed genocide.
That guy,
jeez,
I'm going to say it, that guy's an asshole.
Oh, wait, that's the point.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's weird.
They did a really good job. They started with it, and they kept straightforward. They didn't stray away. It didn't feel like a cheapened version of the story they tried to tell. I will say there were some parts in the finale that weren't bad. It was just like you could have used like 10 more minutes to maybe flesh
Bucky
out
lines. Again, why did he say that in this episode? Do you remember what he said? He was like, after Sam's speech, he was like, all I got from that was Black Captain America. And I was like, see, that's a weird thing to say when you're white. That is
I think he was joking with him, but I mean...
He was, but isn't that still a little bit of a weird joke to make?
Well,
especially on a touchy subject.
You did it like on a court reading. Like he was like joking with him the whole time. You could easily make it go like, all I heard was Black Captain America and I stopped listening. And you're like, oh, Bucky's a racist.
But still, it was weird.
Yeah, it was a bit odd, but I think it was trying to be like that
then
joke
again,
to break
he
it.
was born like 100 years ago.
Yeah, let's be real here.
So when
Bucky,
he grew up, this must be pretty weird for him, you know?
What do you think? What do you think Steve Rogers was first impressions when he got onto the helicarrier and he's like, "I'm Nick Fury," and he's like, "Wow, good."
I would like to think that's what Cap would do, but I don't think that's what his internal thought process was. I think
Jackson,
it was a little bit more.
What was his internal thought process?
Careful, this can be taken out of context, Jackson.
You know what? I think that you brought me into a conversation that I don't have a comfortable answer with, or a comfortable answer for.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't got the answers for this one.
Captain America is pure of heart, and therefore he would never be racist. So he would.
You are right. The super soldier serum made him anti-racist. Actually,
yeah, it got all pre-serum skinny. Steve Rogers, terrible racist. Don't bring him outside.
He should basically have been part of the Nazis at that point.
Yeah, but you get him the serum. Boy, howdy, was that a Star-Spangled Man with a plan?
Now, I think we should give this show our final rating. Danan, what's our scale?
10 red, white, and blue Falcon wings.
Like pair of wings or individual
pair of wings. They
okay.
The pairs together are one item. That's our rating.
Understood. Does it come included with Sam?
No, I would have just said a Captain America at that point.
Oh, well. Okay, it was funny of you to call him Captain America, not me.
8.7, Jackson?
8.7. I'll give it a solid 8.5.
You know, I was gonna do that, but you know, I'll be the middleman as always. I'll do 8.6.
Go work, Danan.
For a combined average of 8.6 is the final grade we give Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And honestly, if there's one thing that like you could get away from that last episode when you're watching just the scenes, that's Captain America. There's no doubt in your mind when you're watching all the action going on with Sam. That's a gosh dang Captain America.
This show was really needed to convince the audience that he's Captain. We're basically the people of the world. Like, they needed to convince us he's Captain America, and I think they did a good job.
Because they could have easily just, like, the next movie Captain America's in, he just shows up, and you're like, oh, cool suit.
But it would have felt wrong.
Why?
You know?
Yeah,
it wouldn't have felt earned. Because we hadn't really seen how he had earned it yet, and I think this show kind of proved it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I think it did a very good job at what it was designed to do. Good job, show.
Camden, I think you did a very good job at explaining that.
Thanks, Jackson. Thank you.
Jackson, what do you want to end this off on?
I want to end this off on a philosophical question.
Do you want us to answer or just throw it
out?
No,
I want people to think about it.
Okay, good. Camden, keep your answers.
Okay.
I can't think of a philosophical. Cut this out. Help me think of a philosophical question real quick. Does Falcon and the Captain Winter Soldier?
Why do you tie your shoes?
No, it has to be related, Camden.
Okay.
Can the wings of a bird really carry a body that's proportionately bigger than
clearly
the size of the wings?
Danan.
The wings were big. No, the wings were bigger than the guy. Could wings that are smaller than the guy still lift him?
Iron Man didn't have wings, so probably.
Well, I mean, that's for jetpacks.
Considering the fact that it's not the wings that are carrying him and he just has rockets on his back and the wings are just there to like have him glide, I don't think the wings are really doing that much.
We didn't even mention that his suit is vibranium.
It's vibranium. He could just take a bullet. That's pretty cool.
Helicopter fell and he just went, nah.
Yeah,
he pushed it to the side. He went, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jackson, what's your philosophical question?
Oh God, I don't even know.
It's okay, just think of one, buddy, because we won't answer anyways.
Okay.
And I didn't cut it out either. Just letting you know.
You know, sometimes the best questions are left unsaid.
That's that was deep. I'm gonna cut that out. Jackson, use that.
No, that's not a philosophical question.
But it's a good way out of this. You put yourself here, bud.
I'm thinking.
You put yourself on this very treacherous journey to think of something, and now you're just sitting there
wasting all
Here's
of
my
our
philosophical question: who is Camden Powell?
I thought you were gonna say Captain America, and I was like, "Well, that's what the whole show was, Jackson."
Did you miss the episode we just watched?
We don't talk about it.
That's a good philosophical question.
Leave your answers to Jackson's philosophical question in the comments below.
Oh, great.
Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only. Thank you so much. We might be back for Bad Batch, at least me and Camden possibly. Mm-hmm. But our next review is probably going to be for the Loki series and or whatever DC can pull out in the time beforehand.
Yep.
With that being said, actually no, you know what? Invincible. We're going to do Invincible.
Okay.
But just a series retrospective because it was released during the middle of a bunch of stuff, so I just wanted to take care of it at the end.
Okay.
But with that being said, thank you for joining us as always. We have been Roomies Talking Movies. We're breaking the band up, guys. We're done.
We're done.
This is
That's
it.
Last episode.
We can't do it anymore.
So sorry.
I can't do it anymore.
Good night.
Thank you. And we'll see you all next time. Take care.
Yeep.
Goodbye.